Had a fantastic Discord call with someone with actual experience in journalism. What, first off, what is that even worth in the year 2025? Someone with actual experience in journalism? You say that like it's a good thing. Helped to settle my thoughts on things. I will work on finishing the update video. Of course, we're going to have Smash JT DLC. This is freaking McDizzle 2.0 over here. We're going to have Smash JT DLC, Smash JT 3.0, Smash JT with a little extra content to cover the McDizzle Smash JT C&Ds and then move on. Sure. Then you'll move on. If Smash JT improves, then ultimately, well, hold on. Define improves. Like, I need you to define that word. Because your definition of improves doesn't necessarily match my definition for improves. And that's the problem. Because this is the type of person that will search for anything wrong and forget about all the right things, hone in on that very wrong thing, and try to destroy somebody for that tiny wrong thing that they have alongside everything else that's perfectly right. So I'm going to try to be better. Like I said, I will try to vet things better and maybe not rush to a story when there's that thing going off in my brain that's like, it's a little sus. It's a little sus. Because that one that came from McDizzle was a little sus. Like I was like, yeah, it's a little sus, but everything lines up with it. So next time that exact thing comes through, I'm going to have a lot more questions about it. But even if I do run with a story like that, the next time I make a video, and I said this before, it's going to have a lot more red tape on it. Like this is the shit the lefties love to do. Caution, warning, this might be controversial. You might offend you or this, that, the other. It's like it's fucking information, bro. Like listen to it or not. They want these warnings, labels. They want you to write on a plastic bag. Don't put over your head on every single plastic bag. Like, bro, it's a leak. It could be fake. I don't know how else to tell people this. Like, it's not a gotcha when you're like, oh, we fooled them by stealing somebody's identity and lying about things. We totally got them. It's like, well, technically you did, but at the same time, you got yourself a lot worse. But exactly. Warning, coffee is hot. Exactly. That's what this guy wants. He wants me to go for like a 5-minute diatribe in a video talking about how the information may not be accurate or may not be real or might not be authentic or could be lied or I didn't vet this to what Spookity Cats was recommending. So Bailey Force says, no, Smash, don't cave to them. I'm not caving. I'm just saying, like, I will be a lot more clear every time I talk about this, but it's just obnoxious because people that watch me constantly are going to be like, yeah, bro, I'm not an idiot. Obviously, it could be fake. It's a leak from an insider that might not be an insider, might be wrong about the information, might have been lied to by his superiors about something. There's like a million different reasons of by what someone tells me could not actually transpire and happen, which by and large, ironically, most things have, which is what's so funny about all this is they're like, oh, his credibility is shot. Smash JT is done for. I'm like, bro, if I were to combine, I haven't done the actual math, but in my head, someone asked me this earlier, which is why I'm thinking about it. If I had to do the math in my head, just quick calculation, I'd say from all the rumors and leaks that I've had from supposed insiders over the past 12 months, my accuracy is probably somewhere around 95% of things either happening exactly like what I've said or extremely close enough to call it as, yep, what he said is basically that. Like 95%. Maybe you could even go higher than that. but I'm leaving like room for leeway of, okay, if you want to say this tiny little thing over here, this tiny little thing over there, okay, yeah, maybe that knocks it down a peg. But the accuracy has been impeccable, and they hate me for that. And you notice how they keep bringing up things. I saw SidAlpha earlier, like earlier today. Like the first thing before I stopped watching, was it today or last night? I don't remember when it was, but he said something, or someone tagged me. Someone tagged me in something. I think that's where I saw it. I literally don't remember, and I don't think I'll find it tonight. Maybe if I search them, I will. But he said something about like my avatar leak video proved that I lied about insider stuff, and I'm like, what? Wait, what? First off, my avatar video was accurate. Secondly, that wasn't about an insider or a leak. That was somebody who owned the game and told me that they were having issues with their save file and referred me over to a Reddit thread that had people talking about a similar issue. And it was sitting there for like 4 months with a lot of people complaining about it. And I was like, whoa, that's wild. How come no one's talked about this? And he's like, I don't know. I've been pinging everyone saying that this is a major problem with the same save game, where it can like lock you in the game and or force you into the DLC, and then you have to buy the DLC to proceed. If you talk to a certain NPC, and it was like super sketch. I'm like, why hasn't Ubisoft fixed that? And they're like, because nobody's drawn attention to it, so they don't need to. So I made a video on it. The video did really well. Video blew up. And then that video got covered by Asmongold. And then the video did even better from that. And his video did even better than mine, obviously. And everything was accurate and perfectly fine as far as I know and understood. I never saw or heard anything different about it. And now we fast forward, it's like 8 months later, and it's like the Avatar video. And I'm like, what about the Avatar video? Like, what? I'm gonna need some details on this of what I reported that was wrong on this, because literally all I was doing was reporting what somebody gave me information on, and then I researched the Reddit post and then reported on that. It wasn't like an insider at Ubisoft that told me about it or anything like that. So I don't know why he brought that up. That was very weird. And it got me thinking, oh, they actually don't have anything on me. So they're grasping at straws and they're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks against me right now. And I'm like, okay, you can do that. And maybe you'll find something. Oh, happy day. If you go through my 1,700 plus videos, I bet you will find something. I bet you will. In fact, I bet if I went through my 1,700 plus videos that I've made, I would find something too where I'd be like, oh, I was wrong about this and no one ever corrected me on it. Yep. Well, welcome to YouTube, where that can happen. If it's something that I like purposefully got wrong and pushed an agenda, then yeah, we got an issue here. But we're talking about things that are very innocent, where I'm trying my best to get it right. And it was right at the time, as far as I understand. And then maybe time passed and it changed that. I can't go back and change what I said in a video after time. I can't, like I tell my wife, I cannot predict the future. All right. I don't know. People always joke, I don't know where you want to eat tonight. You need to tell me. So it's just funny how they're going through these things. But anyway, I will work on finishing the update video to cover the McDizzle Smash JT C&Ds, then move on. If Smash JT improves, whatever the fuck that means, then ultimately this guy is like the arbiter of truth. He's like, I will allow Smash JT to kiss my ring if I decide that he has improved. Like, I give a fuck about what this guy thinks about me, especially the way he threw me under the bus, backed up the bus over me, and drove the bus back over me again in his slander piece video against me yesterday. Yeah, no, I'm good with caring about this guy's opinion. Then ultimately that is to everyone's benefit. Will he do so? I suspect he will not, of course, because you're already going into it jaded and trying to find things that are wrong with me. That's literally, I've pegged you from a mile away. This is who you are. That's what you do. You look for what's wrong with people, and then you highlight that and don't care about anything else. So yes, I will not improve based off of your metrics. I already know that. So it doesn't matter to me what you have to say. I suspect you will not, but I'm open and welcoming to be proven wrong on that score. On that score? What a douchey thing to say. It's like trying to sound smart when it's just like just fucking speak English, bro. On that score. I will kiss the ring of Smash JT on that score. These are the replies. Post deleted by author. Post was from a muted account. Additional replies include contain offensive content. And this is from like 5 or 6 hours ago. Like I don't know the history. I said this last night. I don't know the history of SidAlpha. I don't know how he gained 117 plus thousand subscribers over the years. I don't know how long he's been doing this. I don't know anything about the guy. I blindly followed him when I saw him post something and it was like, oh, that's interesting. And I highlighted over his name. I was like, oh, this guy's like a popular account. I've never even heard of him. And I was like, okay, I'll like that post. And I think then once you like it, then I think they show up in your recommended and stuff. And then there was something else he said, and I liked it. I don't remember what it was. And I was like, oh, I'll give this guy a follow. Like he seems interesting enough, whatever. And that's really all I knew about him. I genuinely didn't know very much about him at that point. But apparently he's been doing YouTube for a while and he gained an audience at some point. And I don't know what the hell happened to it because he does not have that audience anymore. And it strikes me as, like I said in my video or my live stream last night, he either botted or he changed gears and lost his audience over the years. I don't know which one's worse. They're both pretty bad though, especially for a guy that's trying to talk about how he's a bigger channel than me. I'm like, bro, what? First off, who says that? Like, what? That was weird. That was weird. Red Merlin says Sid lost a lot of subs over his smear video overview. I haven't checked actually. That's interesting. I don't know if it's going to show because he has so many subs. He'd need to lose like 1,000, I think, for it to show up. I don't think he's going to lose 1,000 subs over that video. That would be insane. Yeah, he hasn't gained or lost. It's just 117. So it only notates on Social Blade if it ticks over or under the 1,000 mark once you get past 100,000. So it says 117,000 every day because he hasn't gained or lost 1,000 subs. He's just kind of stayed in that zone for a while. We see detail. Pretty sure Sid got popular by defending Act Man from that tech tuber that was setting legal claims to a bunch of people. That would probably do it. See, I never followed any of that Act Man stuff. But I know that was a very hot topic for a very long time. But that would make sense. I didn't know about that. Thank you. Silence, you idiot. Appreciate you. Yeah, he hasn't gained or lost in a while. So, Quantum TV. Again, I don't know anything about any of those guys. The only thing I know about Quantum TV is Review Tech USA was like covering the shit out of that guy for like 6 months. And I never watched any of those streams. And I never bothered to. So by the time I cared about it, I was like, the lore is too deep on this guy. I just don't care. I'm not going to even bother trying to learn it. You ever get like that with someone with this, like a situation being covered and you're like 8 months late to it and you're just like, yeah, I'll just wait for this one to pass because it's too late. But yeah, anyway.